Hill. I mean, you didn't watch it today, obviously, but there's been an absolutely rapturous response.
Yeah, I think it's, I was watching a bit of the silence, and I noticed how slim we were. There's always something in it when you go back. It's funny, really, because thinking about the film, it's completely different to look at it now than it was in 1975. I think. When you know, that's the thing, isn't it? How something lasts, or maybe even looks better now. I don't know. I mean, I've just met some people who never saw it and didn't realise how good it was. And probably, in a sense, it's hard for me to judge it because I'm in it.
So let's draw you back. So obviously, 1973, you have a kind of barnstorming year of hits, but also some personal tragedy. Don suffers in a car crash and is out of action and so on. So you're moving into 1974. Where does the idea for doing the film? Is it from Chas Chandler? Was it his idea, or was it something you always wanted to do? You've grown up with that idea of
I think, if you think about the Beatles when they made Hard Day's Night, when I was really young then, I was probably 16 or 17, thinking, wow, isn't it great to be in a band? I was in a band then anyway, but I wasn't professional.
Yeah.
And I think in the sense of the Beatles film was more of a laugh than it was a serious film like that, you know. And they were having so much fun, in a sense that I thought, whoa, wouldn't it be great? I was young then, wouldn't it be great to be in the film? But obviously I think as the years rolled by and eventually we did make it, and I think Chas Chandler was always astute in the sense of thinking, well, Ringo Starr was in That Would Be the Day or some film, and David Essex was making a movie, and I think it was a natural step to say, because Chas had this belief in us, very strong belief, because we were a natural group, a natural rock band, that he thought, Chas always thought of us as almost being the 70s Beatles, not the Beatles, but the 70s discovery, and in a sense of, he wanted to follow a pattern that because the people were making movies, he thought the next step would be to make a film. And I remember the idea of the script, and in actual fact, the next thing was to find out who was going to make it with us.
And so, I mean, it's Richard Longcain. It was his first movie, wasn't it? He made, I think, documentaries and television stuff beforehand.
Yeah.
So how did he get the job, as it were?
Well, we didn't have much to do with choosing the director or indeed the producer, who was also someone who would go on to make Chariots of Fire and things like that, Putnam, So I think the choice of people and the choice of the approach would be Chas. Chas was always in control. We had great respect for Chas, Hendrix's manager, been in the Animals, and he was a big character. And he sort of guided us. He got us to write songs and all sorts of things, but he believed in us, that's the truth. And I think we tend to follow the route of what he was suggesting. Also, the other person that was involved in it was John Steele, the drummer from the Animals, who Chas respected, and he worked in the office. So they were approaching people who would be interested in producing, and David Putnam wasn't that well known at the time, although he became well known afterwards. And it was, I don't think we had a lot to do with the first part until they chose the people. Richard Longcrane, the writer bloke.
Andrew Birkin, I think, was Jane Birkin's brother.
Wasn't it? It was Jane Birkin's brother.
Elvis's sister, that kind of thing.
it wasn't David Lean or something.
Yeah.
Well, it was probably a lot.
I mean, it's an interesting because I think there were alternative scripts that were knocking around. There was a story of a sci-fi sort of Quatermassy thing, and as you say, more of a knockabout.
But that was the follow-up, actually. Yeah, they had this idea to have a film about Quatermass, so it was like a play on words. And it was the experiment, and it actually was me, it was going to be an experiment. And I was going to be knocked out of the film in the first scene. I thought this was crap.
You're not going to agree to that, are you?
I'll do that to
Is it the case that Andrew went on tour with you in the States and spoke to you and interviewed you?
Yeah,
I
think if I explain that to you all, I think that was really interesting because they said, how can we find out what it's like to be in a band, you know? Well, it wasn't a bit like, come and tour the Odeons in England with us. It wasn't like that. It was like, well, I'll tell you what, come with us. Chaz said, well, look, we're going to go to America because we're still trying to make it in America. And he thought, well, why not? Come to America and see how it works in a sense of... And it gave us, I mean, we were in Hollywood with them, you know, and it's sort of talking to them and giving them stories. I mean, some of the things in the film actually are sort of true. You know, about the kind of dodgy agent or we didn't get paid or these things happened.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the lovely things about it does have that kind of veracity, and certainly reading your memoir, that it does, there are things that are in the memoir where you're talking about, you know, when Nod joins the band from another band and you've got all the vendors and so on. It seems as if he did...
Well, it was good with Richard, because we spent time with him and discussed things with him. They were just trying to find out our stories, and also being on the road, you said, they can start to see what it's all about, like, travelling in this... Well, it used to be vans in the old days, but this was probably a tour bus or something. But we were flying everywhere. But they spent quite a bit of time. It was 2 weeks, I think, they spent with us. And they were just making notes, you see. So we're only, all we're doing is saying, oh, well, there used to be this agent in Wolverhampton, you know, so-and-so, so-and-so. And there was some strange people in our career, you know. There was like a copper that's supposed to be a copper, but he's actually the agent. It's not supposed to be an agent. And you know, he can always fix it if you've got a fine on your car or something like that. It's not always fix it. And there were always people like that in the Midlands. So there was always the kind of, there was always like, you know, the meetings at the agency, you know, and there was always the odd dodgy person. But
when you recorded with Kim Fowley, there can't be any more dodgy a person than the music industry to start with.
Well, Kim Fowley's, you know, I don't know if you know what Kim Fowley is, but he had this record called Nut Rocker. But I think he went to, who did he manage now, that girl group?
The Go-Go's. Runaways, yeah.
Yeah, well, Kim Fowley was one of the first people before Jazz Channel to spot our talent. And he was in this club in London on Oxford Road somewhere called Tiles, and it was like we were on with this jazz band called the Peddlers or something, and you saw this tall guy like a stick walking away. How is that? And then he appears in the dressing room. He said, and he got, you know, an American, you know. Oh my God, this is unreal, and he's talking like this. He said, I'm Kim Fowley, you know my song, Not Rocker. No. Not Rocker. It wasn't there on piano. Oh yeah, that's only one thing I've done. But he was great. He said, I was watching you tonight. He said, you blew him away. Who? The Peddlers. So I'm looking at the Peddlers sitting there with a bass player sitting on a chair playing, you know, and you come on and you know, and then he, and this is what it's like in the business thing. And I live, you know, Denmark Street. It's a street in London where they sell guitars. There's a little studio there, so within a few days he conjures up an idea where he wants us to record a song. And we've got this song called You Better Run.
And he said, let's go in and do that. He said, and I tell you what, we'll write the B-side. I said, what do you mean, write the B-side? He said, I'll have a listen to a few of the things you're doing, and what we'll do is we'll take the backing track and we'll change the lyrics. And I said, well, we do this strange song by a group called the Artwoods, right? And it's called, I can't remember what it's called now, but it was just the style of it, he said. And he says, yeah, let's call it Evil Witch Man, and we'll change the lyrics. And then we just went in with him and just played it. Yeah. And he's writing the lyrics, you know, this guy about on the back of a matchstick box. He's writing the lyrics out, you know, Evil Witch Man Baby and all this kind of thing. And we're all going in there singing this song for the B-side. And the idea is for him to get the B-side.
Yeah, get some money.
And he actually got released. I mean, he didn't make it, but nevertheless, this guy was like a visionary. And then we never saw him again. And we've had a lot of that now. You know, the people that come along with a big cigar and start telling you things, and you don't see them.